Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome. We have an exciting live for you tonight. I am so glad you guys are here. I need a pep talk tonight. Anybody work as a server in the restaurant field? And I did for a short time. I was not a good server. I would get what they call in the weeds. And when servers say they're in the weeds, it means they have so many tables that they're helping out and waiting on. And sometimes their brain just gets completely discombobulated and they don't know what they're doing or what's up. That's how I'm doing with diamond painting. So I'm going to need a little pep talk. I have so many projects started, so many I need to start, so many events that I'm afraid I'm going to forget something. So I've written what I can down. So if you guys can give me a pep talk and help remind me what's going on, that would be great. So it's so good to see everybody. Let me start off and say hello to everybody. We have a special guest in the house. She is backstage. I see her. I'm so excited. All right. Lee is in the house. We can officially start the live. Lee has laid out the cookies, cakes, savory snacks, wings, beverages, milk for the cookies. He's recycled. Oh my gosh. Let's see. He's placed the sign out that says, help yourself. It's just like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. If you can dream it up, it is here. Hello, Sarah. Hi, John. Welcome. Hi, Allison. Let's see. Marion, hi. Glad to see you. Yes, everyone enjoying Labor Day, another day off. You guys deserve it. For me, every day is Labor Day, but I swear, when school starts, being a former educator, I miss that beginning of school and facing your kids for the first time and seeing all those sweet little faces and just knowing they're yours for the year. So I do miss that. I may be gloating and smiling in retirement, but I do miss those kids terribly. Hi, Christina. Welcome. Jeanette, hello. Oh, I thank you, Jeanette. I did try to clean up. Kalasa is in the house. I am so glad. Oh, Kalasa is waiting for Stacy, his sister from another mister. Absolutely. We will be there. She will be here momentarily. Cheryl, hello. Working on a Hannah Lynn right now and blinging her up. Cheryl, I'll tell you what I've done. Dakota Dateweiler is in the house. Hi, Dakota. Welcome. I always get so excited when she comes in the house. My girl, Dakota. Joe, hello. Brenda, Pauline, hello. Rochelle is in the house. Hi, Rochelle. Let's see. Okay, well, Stacy, our special guest from Stacy's Ritzy DP Crafts, is in the house. Hi, Elisa. Welcome. Carrie. Sue Layden is in the house. Hi, Sue. I promise I will call you. I've missed talking to you, Sue. We need to chat. Hello, Brenda. Mama B Diamond Drillin'. Jen, hello. Let's see. Anyone else? I hate not saying hello to people. I think I said hello to Allison. Okay, so I have officially said hello to everybody. Let me tell you how tonight's live is going to go. I do have a special guest. Lizzie's here from Lizzie's World of Gems. Hi, Lizzie. Welcome. So glad you're here. So I'll show you what I've been working on. I am going to bring Stacy on momentarily. We are going to do an unboxing. I have been waiting to unbox this piece for a long time, and I literally have had to hold myself back from looking at it. I've seen it rolled up. That's all I've seen of it. It's Stacy's art. I think this is Stacy's first piece or one of her first pieces that got put out at Rose Proffitt Creations. Stacy does work with Rose and is an artist for Rose of Rose Proffitt Creations. I have completed a Rose Proffitt and absolutely loved it. And I know that I will love this one as well. And I know the artist, and it's going to be a gift from one of the best teachers on the planet. He is a pre-K teacher. He makes magic in his classroom. He is part of the LGBTQ community that I am a proud ally for. And it's going to be a gift for him. And I think it'll be perfect. I think he's going to love it when I get it done. So I need to start that one too. Like I said, I'm in the weeds with all these projects. So yeah. Dakota is slaying zombies on Xbox and lurking. Oh. I got a little sneaky peek. Speaking of Dakota, I got a little sneaky peek of something she's working on. I'm not going to say anything more, but yeah, she's still working away. So I'll be excited for everyone to see that. Alyssa, hello, the Diamond Painting Accountant's in the house, and I was going to say collab partner, my retreat partner. She keeps us all honest and keeps awesome records. So we're excited for that retreat. Let's see. Cheryl Katz is in the house. Hi, Cheryl. Yes, happy Labor Day Monday. All right. Without any further ado, she has been waiting long enough. Most of you know her, but if you don't, you need to get to know her. She is one of the sweetest people ever. I actually met her through my bestie Brandy when Brandy and Stacy and Chris Kalasa were collabing on the Retro Cult Classic that I participated in. It was a super fun event, and just got to know her through that, and then found out she was working with Rose Proffitt at Rose Proffitt Creations, and she's an artist. So without any further ado, let me bring on Stacy. Stacy Deal of Stacy's Ritzy DP Crafts. I can't say that fast. Hello.
How y'all doing?
How are you?
I'm doing good. You were just reminiscing on the school, and my daughter just went back to school last Monday, and now this Monday they have it off. I'm like, why bother going back?
I
I
know.
never understood that.
Oh, did she have a good start? Did she have a good day?
Yeah, it was her first year in middle school or junior high, so big changes. But
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So where you are, does middle school start in 6th grade, 7th grade?
It goes from 6th to 8th, and then they call it middle school, but it's junior
Yeah.
high. Come on,
Yeah.
let's grow it up a little bit. Call
Right.
it what it is, junior high.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So,
same with us. It's 6, 7, and 8. When I went to school in Virginia, though, 6th grade was still part of elementary, so it was different. But anyway,
yeah,
6th
we
grade.
had it connected to our elementary, but it was like still a little separate building. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, good. I'm glad she had a
Yeah,
good start. Let's see. Oh, Cheryl says, so exciting. Everyone's saying, hi,
Hi,
Stacy.
everyone.
Hi,
So I was so nervous. I'm always nervous about coming to other people's lives.
I don't know why. You
I
are
don't
so
either,
fun.
but
And you're looking tan. Have you been in the sun? You look really tan.
came back from Australia. But no,
I know. How was the trip? Tell us
that
about that.
was amazing. It actually, it was supposed to rain the whole time we were there, but luckily there was no rain. I think it was on the very last part of a trip I did with Rose to see the 12 apostles, that at the very end of that, which was all my traveling I was doing, and that's when it started to rain. So it was like a blessing, but it was amazing. I got a lot of mentorship from it too. So it was a two-part type vacation and work. So
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I'm telling you, if I ever get deported from the United States, I will be heading to
going to Australia.
Australia.
I talked about moving out there. Me and Christopher, we're planning to move out there at some point. That's a plan.
Chris says you're nervous because of what he's going to say about you.
Yeah. He's already forewarned me. I'm going to call you out. I was like, whatever.
Chris, no heckling, Kalasa. No heckling. Oh,
I always get red. Anyway.
He's okay. Christopher's a nice guy. Carrie says she's a paraeducator and we start back to school tomorrow. Yeah, several people are starting back tomorrow. So yeah. We started last week. So I adopted a teacher, which is super fun. She was actually one of my teachers when I was at my junior high, and she moved up to the high school and she's coaching tennis. And Texas right now is on the surface of the sun, so it's super hot outside.
Oh, Lord.
I brought her a little basket with little supplies for her classroom. But the next gift, I've gotten a cooler, and I'm going to put Gatorade in there so she can have something outside.
Something with a lot of electrolytes.
Yes.
Freeze the Gatorade, so that way by the time she goes outside, it'll be nice and liquidy.
Definitely, yes. Lots of ice. But yes, I am in the weeds. Like I said, for those of you just coming on, if you're a server in a restaurant, being in the weeds means you have so many tables that you're waiting on that you have no idea what you're doing. And that's how I am right now with diamond painting. I'm currently working on one for
Mm-hmm.
drills and chills. It's a Hannah Lynn. Hannah Lynn's one of my favorites too. I love cartoony and fantasy. So I'm working on Evil
I love that one because
Queen.
that's a Snow White one.
Yeah,
I love.
you can tell I've already started blinging it up. So I've added some bling. I've added bling in her brooch and bling in her sleeves and
Yeah,
stuff. So that's my current project for drills and chills. I
that's cool.
have a mystery. I have a mystery Halloween coming from the one with the diamond art to work on. I'm getting my doors done. I volunteered. I volunteered this weekend. I volunteer once a
Wow.
month at a family weekend at a rehab facility. And, just getting coffee and food for families as they meet with counselors and stuff. And, I brought my little paint gem mini set. I've been needing to work on these doors that I got because I want to finish those up and get them framed and up. I literally, guys, seriously, I used my phone as a light pad and it worked. It
I did.
worked.
I've had to do that also.
Yeah. So this is where I'm at. I got two more done. So these are the two that I got done.
Oh, they're beautiful colors.
Aren't they cute?
Yeah,
For how little they are, I'm just shocked
yeah,
at how much detail they get in them. But it's like diamond painting a 4x6 note card.
yeah.
So,
You can
but
turn that into a card
yeah, you
as
can.
well. Stick it on a card.
I'm thinking I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree. I've discovered the Dollar Tree. I don't know where I've been, but last year I've discovered the Dollar Tree and I love it. So there's 12 of these doors. So I've done a bunch, but I'm going to get 12 frames. So $12, you're in for 12 bucks,
Mhm.
and then paint the frame. So I've got farmhouse in my house. So I do a lot of dry brushing of stuff and kind of farmhousing and roughing it up and then gluing the frames together. So you make a little collage and then I'll have my little doors.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Needing to get that done. In addition, in addition, I
Yes.
have my Sherry Baldy from Baldy Bonanza last month that I am still working on. I have my Mary Diamonds Poseidon. So here's Sherry Baldy. I have it all here. So here's Sherry
Her
Baldy.
images are so cute.
I know they're adorable. So this is her little winter scene. I've
That's
not given this diamond painting much love. I need to get back to it, but I did manage to get up here done. So I'm gonna
well,
continue with
the winter holidays are coming, so maybe that'll get you back into it. Set it aside for a little bit right now and
I
you know,
guess. Oh, I just feel so guilty. Anyway, and
yeah.
then this is my last one to show. This is my Poseidon. This is the one that Marlon had a hard time with because of the bare-chested man. He decided I liked it too
I saw
much,
that.
but I have really blinged the water up in this one, done it
Wow.
with the metallic blue, but he's coming out great. This is a Mary's Diamonds. It's a round, and I've loved working on it, but I'm getting there on this one. I
Yeah, it looks
few
great.
little sections. So yeah, so that's where I am. And then I've started this one. I have to start my Chuck Pinson for the Chuck Along. I mean, it's just insane. It's insane, but it's fun. You know what? It's a fun insanity and keeps me busy.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah, well,
retired, people were like, "What are you gonna do?" And I'm like, I know now what I'm doing." So,
there you go. Diamond paint. Catch
all
up on
right,
everything.
I can't wait. I
Oh my
can't
god.
wait anymore. Okay,
So
so
excited.
I saw this. Let me tell the little story behind it. I saw this one. Stacy showed me the picture and she was, what do you think? What do you think? And I was like, oh my gosh, I want that. When does it come out on Rose's site? I'm getting it. I'm getting it. And she's like, well, I think it's coming out soon. I mean, when I talk to people, I talk to Stacy, I talk to Dakota. I mean, you can't say a whole lot because you're not supposed to. So I try not to press too hard. I'm like, I want
Well,
to
there's a
know.
story behind that too.
So she was working on this and I'd seen the image and I'm like, when it comes out, you have to tell me, I want to get it. And so right when it came out, true to my word, I got it. And I'm just very excited to show this.
Okay.
piece. Was this the first piece? I know it was one of the first.
So the June Pride ones came out first because we
Uh-huh.
released those early, I believe, and then these came out. But this one, I was very hesitant about putting it up, and I've just so just a little background on me. I just started to do um, the digital art.
Mhm.
I've I've dabbled in little things like painting. I'm not good at hands drawing type of thing, but I
Mhm.
love to be able I wanted a way to be able to express myself, and I was like, "Okay, well, let me try diamond painting because that way I can at least work on some type of art and try and get that out of me." And I work with a company that shall not be named, but I met up with Rose, and Rose has realized that that's what I needed. I needed to have an outlet to be creative. And so she got me, she's like, "Why don't you try diamond painting?" Because I would send her ideas all the time. She goes, "You need to take your ideas and do something with them." And so
Mhm.
she gave me that open door, and I'm so appreciative of it. So this I did create because I was working on June Pride, and I wanted it to, I'm not going to say what it's about yet, but it was an image I had just started. I haven't actually worked on making huge changes to images yet. And this, I was nervous about putting it out because there were some areas that I did need to majorly improve upon. And so I put it up on my dashboard or whatever as a header.
Mhm.
And Kara saw it, and she's the one that encouraged me to, no, I got to have this. I said, really? It's like, I was kind of taken aback. I'm like, I still need to edit it and stuff. She's like, no, I really want it. And she explained why. So because of that, it gave me more confidence to be able to do what I need to do. And because I still mentor under Rose. Um, there were more tools that she was able to help me develop to get this fixed to a way that I thought would be good. So I'm really nervous about it coming out, but I'm excited, and I'm so happy with the meaning behind it too, because it can mean so much to so many people.
Yes, and I mean, I'm telling you, I think this teacher, when I take it in, I'm gonna frame it. I have, by the way, for those of you wondering, I have started it. I have a framing video that I'm doing with materials that you can get from Dollar Tree, where you can custom frame a diamond painting. There is no sawing involved. There is no angling, nothing like that. No miter work or whatever, and you can custom frame a diamond painting. So I think
Oh,
that's what I'm
cool.
gonna
I'll
do
have to
with
check
this one.
that.
But okay, so this is the image, and you're probably not. Is it okay? So let me start at the top. Look at this beautiful image. So it's a rainbow, and then you've got this beautiful child with a book and rainbow socks walking under the rainbow. And I'll pop, I will put a picture of the whole image since you can't see the whole thing
Mhm.
in frame. But is that not gorgeous? And I thought, oh my gosh, I know the gentleman I'm going to do this for. He's the nicest guy. Like I said, he's won Teacher of the Year so many times I
Oh,
can't even
wow.
describe
Yeah.
it. He is a pre-K teacher, so he teaches 4-year-olds, and just the stuff he does in his classroom for those little ones is just precious. That's the image, just in case you want to see it all
It came
together.
out really good. It's
It
like,
did. You did
I'm
great.
always nervous seeing how my images come out. I'm like,
You did
yay.
great. This one is a 60 by 60. It is a square drill, and I am telling you, when I finished my Audrey, because my Audrey was square,
I'm still working on mine.
the squares and Rose Proffitt kids, I just was like, they fit like a glove. There was no gapping, there was no popping. They popped together, just like putting puzzle pieces together. It was awesome. So I'm super excited. 60 colors with 4 ABs, but I'm certain I will find more ways to bling this up. I always
Definitely.
do, because you can never have too much bling. So, do you want to talk about the story behind it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, my daughter is, well, when at that time I did that when she was 10, but she was kind of experimenting with the pride. You know, she was just starting to understand the pride, and she's like all for it and very supportive of it. And Christopher has a lot of influence with her in terms of supporting on that side of it, or helping me through different things and whatnot. And so she's also trying to develop her art skills, and she's just trying all these new things. And when I was thinking about it, I was like, I wanted to represent that in some way. So I was like, I want to have a child that is supportive of the pride community or autism, because we were doing the autistic event, autistic
Mhm.
awareness as well. So I kind of wanted to incorporate both of those. And I didn't want like all cutesy and whatnot. I wanted something a little, sorry for the term if it's not appropriate, but a little bit disheveled.
Yeah.
Um, and just like a kid is.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to be more of a student, like carrying a book and with paperwork everywhere and just looking out and trying to decide the path that they want to go on.
Mm-hmm.
So I I think I titled it The Rainbow Path to Discover or something. I
To
can't remember.
imagination. Rainbow path to
That's
imagination, which I
imagination,
love. Yeah.
because it's to imagine yourself and what you want to be and not what society puts on you. And
Mm-hmm.
it's to be creative, it's to celebrate people of difference and challenges, and just being artistic. And
Yeah.
that's kind of where it fell into place. So it I'm getting chills just thinking about it, because it just worked out absolutely the way I wanted it to.
That is awesome. And
So
it's funny. I live in an area, and I've always said this. My oldest son, um, he's ADHD, dyslexic, learning disability in the
yeah,
area of math, extremely shy, like the polar opposite of me. My youngest never met a stranger, but my oldest really just struggled socially, all kinds of stuff. And we live in an area that I say it's hard to be different. It's just hard to
it
be
is.
different in this area. Everybody has a house and a dog and two kids and, yada, yada. And he was different. School was tough for him. School, fortunately, because of what I did and because of the amazing teachers that came into his life, school was a good place for him. He loved to be at school, but school was tough for him just because of all of his stuff. But now that's probably the best part about being part of the diamond painting community is everyone is so inclusive.
Yeah,
Everyone is just inclusive and loving and accepting of all kinds of differences, all kinds of of kids and adults. And I've just met so many wonderful people along the way, and that's another reason why this diamond painting spoke to me. And you said disheveled. I saw something on Facebook that was hilarious. They had they had different pictures of before school and after school
oh
pictures.
god, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
I've
it
done-
was they're all neat and tidy and ready to get. And after school, it's like
yeah,
their hair is all over the place. They're just that's kids.
yeah, so
Well, I cannot wait to do this, and I'll share my progress with you. But yeah,
yeah,
that is Rainbow Path to Imagination. It is on. If one of my mods can please put up Rose Proffitt Creations website. That is on Rose Proffitt Creations. She is a diamond painting company. And I just love her stuff and have fallen in love with
yeah,
Stacy's art. So I'm so
yeah.
excited I got to show everybody with you
I
on
know,
here.
I'm so excited. Just real quick on the website, if you go to all merchandise, I think it is, and then you can choose diamond painting. There's other artists on there, and two of us work together with Rose as mentorship. So definitely check out everything that they have. We're a great team. There's 4 or 5 of us that work together, brushing ideas off each other, challenging each other. We actually have a um, which one do you like? Which one's the artist event going on? Home of Rose Proffitt Creations. So if you guys haven't joined that, you can check out the artwork there, as well as get to know your artists and what we do. So that.
I've had a hard time guessing. It's like, and I,
Yeah,
she'll have you pick the painting that you like better. She'll say this or that, and you say this or that. And the first time I guessed, I was like, "That's Stacy," and Stacy was like, "Thank you so much." And I'm like, "Is it her? Is it not her?"
see, everyone thought whenever I would comment that that was my image, and I'm like, no. Anytime my name was mentioned, then I commented it. I didn't say which painting it was.
Oh my gosh.
Thank
Well,
you, Michelle.
let me say hi to Andy. Hi, Andy. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Catherine. If I've
Thank
not said
you.
hello, I know Nicole crafters are the nicest people. And Cheryl says, accept the differences. Absolutely. Yes. And, I've met the most amazing people through the differences,
Definitely.
it's just been a fun journey and you learn and grow through it. So yeah.
A lot of my inspiration comes from the art, you guys in the community, because I hear like, oh, I want this and I want that. And I'm like, let me see how I can do something like that. And now I'm just in a whimsical mood. So like a lot of my stuff is like got curly cues and whatnot or paper layering. So I try and do things a little bit outside the box of what we normally see, but try and not be as confetti heavy because I try and do a mix. So I'm trying just to get the balance of the mix of the not so much confetti versus all the confetti. So it's a challenge, but it's fun.
I've just come to appreciate the fact that if you have an image that you love, I mean, really, I mean, unless it's just a horrible canvas or horrible drills or whatever, I don't let round, square, confetti
Hmm.
deter me because if I like the image, I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
I love it. And I'm just not going to let little things, because again, if you want the detail, you're going to have some confetti.
exactly.
It's part of the deal. And you just have to know that. But, yeah, I'm excited to work on. This looks like a
Yeah.
good, really good mix of color blocking. I don't see a lot of confetti in this.
Oh,
Maybe
good. I might order one.
I'm not looking at it. I've looked at some and just gone cross-eyed and gone, oh my gosh, I'm going to be switching colors every other square.
Yeah, and I love colorful image. So right now I'm working on landscapes because I know Cheryl. So I've been like ever since the last Ticket to Ride, I've been like, let me I nobody is really doing landscapes with us. Let me work on landscapes. So I've got some of those going out and then color. Like color is my thing. So now because I'm so into color, I'm trying to challenge myself to do things a little bit less toned with color. So, yeah, that's where I'm working. Oh,
That's
just a
hard.
little bit because of Halloween and stuff. So,
Yeah, I'm a color person too. Hey, bestie, Brandy's in the house. Hello.
and yes,
Hello.
retro stuff because Brandy and Christopher, we do the retro event in February. I've got stuff already out for that. Rose has stuff out for that as well. I think some of the other artists might be coming up with some stuff, but I got new stuff coming too. So just keep
Okay.
your eye out.
You may not be able to say, and if you can't say, just say I can't say, but are we gonna have any Freddie sightings soon?
Ooh, I'm not sure, but I'll definitely let her know.
Okay. I
Yeah.
need a Freddie sighting.
I think
Rose?
she usually does that during there's a year that she does that. Like a time in the year that she does that. I forget when, but I'll
Yeah.
check with her and let her know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rose Proffitt has met Freddie Mercury. I'm so jealous, so jealous. Like he's my favorite. He's the GOAT. Sorry, he just is. So, yeah, I'm excited to see if she comes out with one and what she does with it. So
Yeah, it'll be interesting for sure.
that's another one I have to work on for Christmas because my youngest was not into, I mean, he's just like, Mom, is this what you're just going to sit there and do until you die is diamond paint? And, I was like, well,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. That's all we
it
do.
is. Yeah, sure. It is what it is. And he just never had an interest. My oldest found one from Diamond Art Club that he really wanted. It's the fire truck with the helmet and all that. And he's in the fire
Mhm.
department. So he's like, Mom, will you do this? And so I have to customize his number on the helmet and all that. And
Oh, that'll be cool.
Blake
Yeah.
just never, it was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, so I went to Rose's site and I'm going through and she had the four members of ACDC and Bon Scott came up. I thought Blake was going to jump out of his chair. It's like a
I
light
remember
bulb
that.
came on. He was like, you can diamond paint this? And I'm like, yes. He's like, oh my gosh, can you get it like in the biggest size? And I'm like, Blake, do you understand this is going to take months if I get it in like 100 by whatever? He just got so excited. So we have Bon Scott.
I'd be like, you know what, son, here you go. Let's see you
Get
start
out.
working on it.
Right. So, but it
Yeah.
was fun to
Hi
see him
guys.
get so excited. He's like, "Wow, you can diamond paint this?" And I'm like, "Yes." He's like, "Buy it. That's what I want." So, first time he's ever been excited. So, that was really funny. Hi, Mindy. Mindy's in the house. Mindy's diamond moment. Let's see. Anyone else that I have missed? I don't think maybe. Ooh, if I've missed you, say hello. I'm so sorry. We get caught up in talking. So what was your favorite part about your trip to Australia?
Ooh, seeing
Besides
Rose.
seeing Rose.
Just seeing another part of the country that I haven't seen. Um, that part of the country is very wine oriented and food oriented.
Hmm.
So I'm more of the outback oriented.
Oh,
So it's like I had gastric bypass, so I don't eat a lot of food and I don't drink wine. So I'm just like ah. But we saw the penguins on. We went to Penguin Island and Phillip Island, and we got to see the penguins come out of the water at night. So that was really really cool.
how
It's
fun.
yeah. So that was really good. And then we on that same trip. We were on Phillip Island, and they have a lot of koala bears out in the trees because that's I guess that's where they all are, and then they get transported to the island. But one of the places that we went to someone's house, ranch or house or whatever, and had
Mhm.
lunch there, and there was a koala bear in the tree that had a baby in its pouch, and it was just so
Oh,
cute.
I got to when I was there, I got to hold one. We went to actually we were the elementary school I'd opened. We were the Outback. We were the school was
Oh wow!
Kilpatrick. So, and we were in elementary. I don't think this would have worked in high school, but we were the Kilpatrick koalas. So everything was Australia, the Australian Outback, and we wrote a grant to go, and that's how we went to Australia. But we um, raised money for the Koala Foundation, the Australian
Hmm.
Koala Foundation, and it works to help provide food and medical attention and all that to koalas. And we got to hold them. Well, they look really cute and really cuddly until you take them out of their tree. They scream. They scream like loud screaming, and their nails, they are cuddly. Like when you hold them, they will, I mean, but they grab onto you and they have nails. I was in a
Yeah,
denim jacket and the nails went through I'm like, okay, this koala is very affectionate. And I mean, he was digging his nails into my arm, but he was super cute. They were so fun.
yeah. I got it, Christopher. Don't worry. I've only been back for like a week. Come on now, week and a half. Jeez.
So what part of Australia were you in?
I'm gonna say correctly. It's Melbourne.
Melbourne. Melbourne.
Melbourne, not Melbourne. Melbourne.
Melbourne.
So
Okay. We were
yeah.
there.
So if you like food and you like wine, that's the place to go.
Yeah.
Um, but we went up, took the beach up to the 12 Apostles, which I think there's only two now left. But that was amazing too. That was a fun road trip because
Yeah.
we went off roading in a regular car, which is like, ugh.
Yeah. All of I mean, their landmarks and all of that is amazing. Their terrain. I mean, we were in the rainforest. And of course, you went when we went. So it was summer, but so it's cold there. So we were in Sydney, and I mean, we were in jackets. It was cold. It was refreshing after being in the Texas heat, but it was cold there. So we were in Sydney, we were in Melbourne. Oh, where else did we go? The beach. We were at a bed and breakfast. It was so cool. And it's like you've stepped back in time. You know, is it still like that? Like you've kind of stepped back in time?
There are okay. So when you're in the CBD, which is a city business district,
Mm-hmm.
um, they have buildings that still have the old look to them,
Mm-hmm.
but then they build like normal modern stuff over them. So you do still have some of that old stuff. They still have the old jail there, which I didn't get to do. They've got the library with all the statues and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's getting more modernized, I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There.
it's still got the I want to say the street feel.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Guess it
it's like
depends on where you go.
yeah, it's like walking through New York. Like you don't need to
Mhm.
know where you're going, you'll just eventually get there. But it's really cool because they have these side alleys, which I thought was really interesting. They have these little tiny alleys that connect, and you think, okay, going down an alley, but they have artists that do graffiti art.
Nice. Okay.
So it's really, really cool, like all the artistic stuff that go up there and whatnot.
They're
So
also, I remember, very, I mean, unbelievably eco-friendly. Like people brought their own silverware to
oh really?
restaurants to have lunch and their own coffee cups. Yes, extremely eco-friendly. You know, the one thing I will never forget, we could not find sweetener, like Sweet and Low or stevia or whatever.
Yeah,
We couldn't find it.
it's raw
So
sugar.
whenever we were at a restaurant that had it, we would like put it in our purse and hoard it because you couldn't find it there. It was
Yeah.
really interesting.
And what's really cool is they put their sugar in satchel, like the little upright,
Uh-huh.
which I
Yep.
love because it's so much easier.
Yeah, yeah, but what you could find. And then I remember ordering a Diet Coke and they bring it to you cold, but our server was like, "Why do you want ice? You're just wasting your money. Just don't get ice. We serve it cold." And I'm like, "No, but I want ice with my." I
Yeah.
could not understand why I wanted ice with it, but you know, it was cool.
And then we had an afternoon, we had a formal tea. So we went to
Yes.
that was beautiful. Like that was amazing.
I love that. We had tea as well. And what I, of course, you know, you come from the hustle and bustle of work and all of that kind of thing. And when we went to this tea, before we knew it, we were there for 2 hours. I mean, just sitting there, you know, and they'd bring us the tea and the sandwiches and the, you know, little desserts and all that. And I was like, we would never spend 2 hours in the States having tea, just
Mm-mm,
sitting and enjoying each other's company and having tea. But it was
exactly.
amazing. It was really amazing. And the people there, so nice. Just absolutely could not get any better.
Yeah. Lots of sushi and Chinese restaurants too, though. And I'm like, I
Yes.
don't know what to
The
order
only thing I
next.
missed was Mexican food because you know Texas we have our Mexican food, and
Hmm.
I got home and that was the first place I wanted to go was to get Mexican food because we
Yeah.
couldn't find it,
Yeah.
but it was so much fun and we packed a lot into 2 weeks. I was tired when I got home.
Yeah. So
So
I'm
what is
still trying
coming
to
up?
recoup.
What's coming up with what you're doing with Rose? Any new stuff coming? Obviously, yes, but
Well, we have releases that are slowly getting released this month. So
mhm.
she's already started posting some stuff. You and I have something. I didn't know if you were going to mention it or not, I think, but
Why don't you spill the beans?
you sure? You're
Yes.
ready? What I forget the month we decided, but so since I was talking to Kara and we are actually she asked me to do an event with her, one because she's such a huge fan of my art and I so appreciate it, but we're going to do an event together and it's not an event just on my art, it's going to be for Rose Proffitt Creations as a whole.
Mhm.
So that's going to be 2024 in December because I think you have an event in November, or was
Yes,
it?
I have Season of Spangler with Brandy in November. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we are going to do it in December.
Yes.
And it would just be any Rose Proffitt Creations canvas from any
Yeah.
of the wonderful artists that we have.
That's
Um,
going to be so fun.
so yeah, so that'll be fun. And then February, of course, we do Retro Cold Classics. So it'll be a back to back
Yeah.
for me.
So you get Brandy and I back to back, you know?
There we go. So that's really exciting. And
Yes.
I just want to tell everybody that I really appreciate all the support that everyone's giving me, all the comments, I've had some constructive criticism and I really appreciate it because there's things that I overlook. And I really do, I think one thing that makes a good artist is that when things are brought to our attention or when people are interested in stuff that we listen and we it's up to us whether we want to change something or not, but I always do appreciate it because it makes me look at something from a different angle, and if I miss something, I get a chance to fix it. So
Oh my gosh.
I just really appreciate, I love reading people's comments and stuff, so I thank you guys so much and keep coming with ideas
That
because
is
all us
awesome.
artists, we sometimes, I'm sure I can speak for Dakota as well, but
Yeah. Yeah.
we get blocked, we definitely get blocked on what we want to create, so it helps to hear that.
Now, are you ever working on a piece and just get sick of it and have to like, you know, like when we diamond paint, sometimes when the piece, I don't know, sometimes I just am like, I am sick of this. So instead of just abandoning the project altogether, I just go to something else. Do you have to do that sometimes?
There's times where that's a hard one because I haven't been doing this as long as other artists do,
Mhm.
but with some of this stuff, we try and get it to a way that is okay with us and what's working with what we're trying to represent. Um, and it does take, like, I was stuck in a style because I try and do different styles because I just want to be different. I
Mhm.
wanted to try doing different things and whatnot. So um when I was creating, some of my images were all just constantly the same or had the same concept involved. It took me about 3 weeks, and I was giving up. Like, Rose was pushing me, no, try, she was helping me through it, but I was like, I was done. I didn't want to do it anymore. I was like, let me just do simple stuff. And I'm like, no, I need to do it the way I need to do it. And I just, she helped me through it. She helped me change certain things around. And finally we were able to develop and get me out of that funk of that's what I was creating. I do digital art. So what it was creating.
Right.
And then I go and I pull it in and I enhance it. I change colors, or I add things to it, or I remove a lot of stuff half the time, or I just do some better shading because I really want it to pop and I want it to be bright and cheerful.
Gotcha.
So it does require a lot of work. I think I was on an image for like 3 or 4 hours one night. I mean, that was one night alone, and I was still working on it. So
Yeah. Well, it's
yeah,
a lot of work and a lot of I mean, it's kind of like writing. I mean, it's very subjective. And you walk away and then I'm sure you walk back and go, "Wait a minute, I could add that or take that away." No, I
yeah.
like that today. Tomorrow it's like, "No, I want
I
to do
want to do
something
something
different."
different. Yeah, yeah. Especially when you're trying to interpret something.
Mhm.
And a lot of my stuff is come like right now. I'm just doing fun things. Like, I'm like, let me just get it out and have fun with it, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to do. But there's certain things that I do try and do interpretation, and um, to get that raw emotion is hard sometimes. So
Do you how do you know, and I know they're completely different, but like when I was working on a piece of writing, for example, that's kind of the same thing. You can add, take away, whatever. Art's very different, but how do you know when you're finished with a piece? Do you just finally look at it and go, yes, this is it. I love it. It's done.
it for me, hmm, my fun stuff, I don't really worry about it as much with, as long as, like, because I'll get the colors, I'll get the look, and I'm like, is this cute? Is it fun? Is it whimsical? Because that's kind of like what I'm working on right now. But when it comes to the deeper pieces, it's just, I know when I feel that emotion when I look at it.
Hmm.
And sometimes Christopher's my muse, so sometimes we'll run something off Christopher, or I think I've done it with Cheryl 1 or 2 times with a suggestion. I'll run it off someone and say, "Hey, does this look like it looks okay?" Because I'm still learning myself, and I'm not as 100% confident as somebody else. So sometimes I do need that extra thing, like, oh, well, it looks okay. And I would do this differently. Like, for example, I was working on the Retro Cult Classic, and I'm coming up with Einstein. I'm doing an image with Einstein, but I
Well,
wanted a comical
fun.
image. I don't want it just Einstein, right? I want it to be fun and colorful and whatnot.
Right.
So one of the images I did had a really, really huge nose. And I'm like, there's no way I'm going to sit and spend time and edit it. It wasn't exactly the way I want. And so as my
Right.
style was developing, um, I got the image that I wanted. So we're sticking with it. I'm just going to work on it a little bit more. I
Uh,
know, Bert. I got you. I think I showed you maybe a couple too. So yeah, it showed Berta as well. So it's like, you might come
Hi, Berta.
across, or if you're bringing me an idea or something, you might get a little sneaky peeky. So just kidding.
Yeah, I've just
But
always, again, I am not an artist by any stretch of the imagination, but what I loved about this, and I honestly, how you captured this is she doesn't even have her face to us. You do not see this child's face, but when you look at this image, you get the feeling that she is excited to see the rainbow and go under it, but she's having a little bit of hesitation at the same time. And how you did that without a facial expression or anything, you did it all through her body language is amazing. Like, I just look at that and I see this little girl, and you can tell she wants to go, but she's like, oh, what is this going to mean? I mean, you can see
yeah,
that and you don't even see an expression on her face. I don't know how you do that. That's amazing.
it's really hard because when you take your words, you've got to do it. Like, you have to figure out. how to get that meaning that you're trying to portray. And I think that's one of the hardest things. And I think I put up a post that said the difference between a digital artist and someone who's just doing digital art is that the artist knows how to interpret and how to what image is going to show that interpretation, and they edit it to how it needs, to express it even more.
Yeah.
And I think that's when there's a lot of controversy. I really don't want to get in the controversy of it because I just do me. But
I know what
I
you're
think,
talking about. We're not
yeah,
opening that can of worms.
no. And I think it's just as an artist, the artist knows how to convey or how to get something to convey what they're trying to express.
Well,
And I
you
think,
certainly did in this
yeah,
one. Like I
thank
said,
you.
I mean, I'm just looking at it going, you don't even see the child's face. And it almost looks like a
It hit me too
child,
when I saw it. Yeah.
looks like a child on the first day of school, that you can, especially like a young child, like a kindergartner, first grader, they know they want to go into school and they know they're excited, but they're still going, oh, what's this going to be like? So it's kind of
Yeah.
that push and pull of the whole emotion thing. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Really, I just find it amazing that you can do that without you don't even see the child's face and you know what they're feeling. So
Yeah.
that's pretty amazing.
Now I'm
So
just trying to have fun and do some fun images. So,
yeah.
like, Christmas is coming. I'm having a huge struggle with the holidays because everything is white and it's just like diamond painting everything white. And I'm just like, I need color. I need pop.
You're like me. I'm a color
I
person.
can't
If
do it
it's
all by myself.
colorful, you got me. I
Yeah.
mean,
So
you absolutely got me. Well, again, it's why, I always say Hannah Lynn was one of the first diamond paintings that I did. I did one a DAC pumpkin patch and then a Hannah Lynn called it was Moon Glow. And again, it's the color. I love the color. Now I
yeah.
did do one that shocked me from Distracted by Diamonds. And it had a ton of brown in it, but I loved it. I loved it. So sometimes it surprises me. Now, a lot of times it doesn't, but sometimes even with the bland colors, it surprises me. But
Yeah.
I love color.
I got to trust myself to be able to do something a little more bland. I'm working on a piece right now. So it's some darker ones, I guess, because I'm trying to do the um, domestic violence awareness month that's coming
Mhm.
up. So I'm trying
Yeah.
to work and get back into more of the emotional pieces. So
Yeah,
that's going to take
I
some
have a canvas for that too. Seriously, I am in
time.
the
You're all
weeds. I'm
set.
in the weeds.
Yeah. Yeah. I try and make, like, if I'm going to do an emotional piece, I want it to be like a strong piece, not,
Mhm.
so it's got to have meaning behind it for me.
Yeah, well, I know some of those pride images that you guys put out were very emotional. I mean, it was that
Yeah.
those were amazing
I was
pieces.
nervous about mine because I did do a very bold piece, and I'm not one to usually speak out, but I had a little kid.
Sometimes you got to.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to go with
Yes.
your heart. So yeah, I think Cheryl Katz is Cheryl Katz the one that's saying do some landscapes? Is she the one keeping you honest?
She has, I know, Mindy. I have, whenever I start working on my landscapes, I did have Cheryl and Mindy in mind because they love landscapes, and
Mhm.
um, they're very confetti heavy for me. So I never thought I would do landscapes, and I'm having fun trying to work through them. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's been
Well,
interesting.
put some flowers in. You're going to make Mindy very happy because Mindy's a
Exactly.
flower girl, and you have color. So there you go, killing two
There we
birds with
go.
one stone.
I've got quite a few. So yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so Stacy, you have one child, a girl,
Yeah, I
yes?
have a
Okay.
daughter,
Okay.
Jackie.
Yeah.
You'll see if I'm usually on Rose's lives on. Well, now we're just on Tuesdays, but you may see her pop in or out, and on the Retro Code Classic, you'll probably see her pop in and out. So
And I know she went with you to Australia. Did she have a great time? Did she love it?
preteen,
Oh,
like I don't want to
okay.
walk. I don't want to do this. I just want to stay home and play on my iPad. Like no, we're going.
You're like, this is a once in a lifetime thing. Come on.
Yeah, but like she started waking up, being interested when we started going to like the outback area as opposed to just the city because she just hated
Yeah.
all the walking in the city. So
Yeah, that's another thing. Lots of walking, not a lot of car driving. I mean, unless it was
Yeah.
absolutely ridiculously too long, but we did a lot of walking, which was actually good. But sadly, I was sore. I was like, okay, I'm
Yeah, at our age, like
out
in
of
the
shape.
30s, I was 26 days. I was doing from Sydney on up to Cairns and then to the Outback, and I was able to do everything. And today it's just like I could barely do like 2 hours worth of stuff. So I'm just like
Yeah,
that tired. It's like, come
crazy.
on. So
It
yeah,
is crazy. Yeah.
we'll tour it next time. Get on a tour bus.
So I have two sons, and their favorite. I took them both out to dinner Saturday night because it was my
Yeah,
youngest's birthday. Gosh, the oldest is
I see.
28, and the youngest is 23. And I'm going, how is this happening? I need better eye cream or a facelift. But they love Colorado. They're
Oh
troopers.
wow.
They'll walk with
Yeah.
me everywhere. So they're like, Mom, next summer we've got to go back to Colorado, and they don't want to sit around. They want to go everywhere. And I
Yeah,
mean,
outdoors.
and the altitude kind of sometimes gets me, not a lot. I just kind of push through it. But yeah, so we were planning our trip to Colorado next summer. So Marlon's like, oh, you went out to dinner, you planned a trip. Marlon had to stay home because he was working, but he was like, okay, so I guess our next summer is planned. I'm like, yes, it is.
There
We're
you
going
go. We got it planned already.
we're getting a VRBO. Of course, they want to stay at the Stanley Hotel and stay in room 217 because it's supposed to be haunted. And,
Being haunted, you.
and of course,
Sounds good.
my youngest is all for it. Yeah, yeah, let's go. My oldest is like, maybe we could stay in the room next door. And if something happens in the haunted hotel room, we could come out and see the people coming out of the, like, he
Oh,
doesn't
that's
want
funny.
anything to do with it. He's just
Yeah,
like, I'll watch the drama. I don't want to be in it, but I'll watch it.
watch it.
So
There's a TV. Go.
yeah, exactly. But
That's
yes, we
cool.
have roamed the halls in the Stanley Hotel. So yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm almost done. I'm almost done with kitten bedtime stories. Very confetti heavy. I'm in heaven. Oh, so Cheryl likes confetti. You know,
There we
people like
go.
it, don't like
I
it.
know Cheryl. Yeah, she did some good big ones too.
I've gotten some good strategies now to figure out how to work with confetti. So confetti doesn't intimidate me anymore, but I swear there are some pieces lately from a variety of companies. I look at it and go, I
Whoa.
have a headache just looking at it. Like
That's
every
when you need
other
to put on
square.
your cover sheets and just hide
Yes.
everything so you don't
Yes.
work on anything. And
Yeah.
then you need like the trays that have the multiple things inside of them as opposed to just
Mhm.
one or two. And yeah, like some of
I
these have
got
come out
a,
with like four, like
uh,
6 or 4 of them that just are really, really like that small so that we
yep.
can just dump just a little bit in and just have a good
I
selection.
just got, and I need to unbox it so I can actually use it. See, here's another thing. I've got all this stuff to unbox, and until I unbox it, I can't use it. So it's sitting there and I want to use it. But Nick's Notions has a confetti carousel. So it's got like 8 trays around. It's a
That was
lazy
my
Susan
idea.
and it spins.
That was
So that I'm going to use that because that seems like a really good solution to me, especially. And you're right, I do section it off with my cover
yeah.
paper and just work on one little area at a time. I can't do anything else. I'm extremely ADD, so I can get off track very
Yeah, yeah.
easily.
I want to say, okay, well, I've got. Let me open up this other section because I can start putting drills over here too, since I have the dot.
Yep,
And then you miss stuff, and then it's just like, uh,
yep.
yeah.
And then
So
you wanted to add bling to something and you've totally missed it. And then you look at it and go, but I wanted to put bling there. Okay, well, then you're ripping up drills. So yeah, I've got to
yeah,
rein myself in a little bit. Oh
yeah.
my
And then
goodness.
if I'm working on confetti, I want something smaller and that is actually upright, so it doesn't take up like my whole entire desk. So
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying to do. I have an idea that I've been working on, so I've got someone I need to create it for to test it, and we'll see how it goes.
Ah, so we're going to see some more Stacy Deal art in the future. Yes.
Oh yeah, I've just got signed contract with Touch the Soul Arts.
Yes, saw
So
that.
that was a
Congratulations.
surprise because I just like was wham bam. I'm like, okay, let me get stuff out. But there's there's gonna be more stuff coming out. Almost positive. So
Yeah, you've got some Halloween stuff with Touch the Soul Arts, I
hmm
saw. Yeah,
yeah, I've
yeah,
got some
those are
Halloween and some landscapes with them. And then if you I'm on social media on Instagram. So I have a business page, Stacy Deal Arts is how it is for that side of it, but I respond under Stacy's Ritzy DP Crafts, and it kind of confused somebody. I'm just like, nope, that's me too, because I don't know which one I'm in. I'm so quick at doing responding and whatnot. Who knows what I'm
yeah.
in? But if you want to subscribe, you can definitely do that, and I'll usually post artwork that goes up on there too.
Yeah, we all go by 25 different
Different
names, you
names,
know.
yeah.
The principal painter, Care Bear, Kara. People are like, oh, you're Kara. Okay, so who's Marlon and Kara? Well, that's Facebook. Well, who's, you know, so I'm like,
Yep.
at this
Yeah.
point, just don't call me shithead and I'll answer to anything. I promise.
God, I can't believe that came out of you.
Just don't say that, and
No,
I'm good. I'll answer to anything. Just any old name will be great.
hey
Yes,
you.
Cheryl says, "Hey you." Yeah, just don't call me
Yeah.
names, and I'll you know. All right, guys. Well, we have 5 minutes before we need to hop on
Thank
over
you.
to Brandy's live Mystery of Diamonds. But before we go, Mindy's
Poor
like,
thing.
"I'm just Mindy." I know Mindy. Mindy had it going on when she had her channel name and everything. She's Mindy. Everybody
This is
knows
Mindy.
that, you know, unlike me with multiple names and personalities sometimes. But
Yeah.
before we go, Stacy, thanks so
Thank
much for spending
you.
time with us. I always
Yeah.
love seeing artists and just spending time, and I appreciate you taking the time to be here.
Thank you. I really appreciate you coming on and supporting me and everybody else. And I really, really, it means a lot. So thank you very
Absolutely. And
much.
just I see a lot of good stuff coming up in the future. So guys, go check out Rose Proffitt Creations and now Touch the Soul Arts, and check out Stacy's art. It's wonderful. And I'll be making sure that I send you some progress on this.
Yes,
That
please.
I'm
If
gonna
you
be
guys are
working
working on anything with us, or at least with me, definitely message. And if you're working on anything for Rose, definitely message. We love seeing those progresses, or tag us or something. So
Yeah. Okay,
thank
guys.
you.
Well, head on over to
Thanks so much.
Brandy's channel. She is Mystery of Diamonds on YouTube. She's going live in about 4 minutes. Take a little break, get yourself some coffee, and head over there. And I'll see you in there as well. And thanks again, Stacy, for being
Thank
here. And I'm
you.
excited to start my
I
diamond
know. I
painting.
can't wait to see it.
Okay. Bye,
Bye.
guys.